Hello darlings, I want to show you how to cook a dead easy, dead simple chilli in a slow cooker. Piece of piss, practically no cooking at all whatever. We've got some onions, we've got some chilies, some peppers, tin tomatoes, kidney beans, stock pots, bit of passata if we need it. Definitely going to need some tomato paste and some beef. I took Co-op because it was cheap. I just thought, oh, that's cheap. And David's not home today. Right, so what we're going to do, obviously you need to chop your veg up. The mysteries of chopping veg are beyond me. It's easy. I've done a lot of it because it's boring, but I will show you how to do it. Things like peeling garlic. Look, I've got a pepper in my hand. Chopping an onion. Oh, it's fucking difficult. Honestly, but it's not. It's a piece of piss. We'll start with peppers. Peppers, easiest. This is how I do it. It's not the professional way. I'm not a professional cook. I'm not pretending to be a professional cook. What I am pretending to be is someone who cooks for himself, makes decent food, and if someone comes around for dinner, they go, oh, that's nice, that's good. You know, and we're not fucking Michelin starred here, and I'm sure it's not a traditional recipe for all you, oh, actually, you need to put some fucking garam masala darker in there. Fuck off. We're making something that's nice. So, cut your top off your pepper. I've got one iPhone, and I'm going to stick it under there, and so I can't fucking put it everywhere. But anyway, here we go. Right, what we do? Cut pepper. This is how you do it. It's easy. Cut your top off. This bit in the middle here, and that bit there, it's not nice. You don't want to eat that, darling. So, what I do is I just cut round it. Cut around it, there's like white lines. Cut straight down, so you end up with like a core piece like that. That goes in the bin. It does in my house. It might not do in some kitchens, and then you end up with pieces like that. So all you do with them then is cut them that way. So like that. Excuse me while I'm chopping, you can do some bopping. Yeah, and then you put them together, all that. I don't know if you can see that, well you can probably, just about. And then you just cube them. It's little cubes then. Well, not little, just as big as you want, small as you want. Chunky and rustic, it's absolutely fine. There's no right way or wrong way. Just turn them round, cut them up one length and then cut them at an angle and you get squares. It's a piece of piss. The amount of people who think they can't chop something up, it's crazy. And to be honest with you, we live in a world where bullshit rules. So if you get chunky vegetables, you just tell people it's rustic. Instead of it being a chilli con carne, it's a rustic chilli. Or it's my take on a chilli. You fucking dick. Anyway, so that's that. Garlic. Little fuckers. This is a clove, so I've taken that out of the head. I've got a head somewhere. Where's my head? So I get a head of garlic, which is one of them. Pull a clove out, like that. I've actually put 3 of these in here. Your bottom end, that end, cut off. Watch your fucking thumb. Just cut that bit off. Cut your top end off. Light pressure. Just push your knife on it until you hear a crack. And when it cracks, your skin just peels off. No fucking mystery to it whatsoever. People who stand there for ages trying to scrape skin off them, it's absolutely fucking mental. It's not hard to do. Once you've done a couple, and this stuff tastes a lot better. I mean, I use that lazy garlic quite a bit, but this stuff does taste better. Now, I like my garlic, so I cut it up quite chunky. I cut it up like that. Big pieces. Now, you can slice it and then cut along, but I'm just going to do... Don't forget, I'm still going to stick this in a slow cooker on medium for maybe 6 hours. And then I'll reheat it the day after. So this stuff, there's no nasty garlic taste or anything like that. It just melts into it really. Your chilli, these are big chillies. You can use bird's eyes, which is the little thin one, and they're really hot. I don't like them because I like my chilli in it. And again, you know, I mean, that's quite a chunky chilli. So I'll cut that in half. And don't forget, it's the seeds that are hot. The rest of it adds flavour. So, and then just cut it off. If you don't want the seeds, when you get to the seed bit, stop cutting. And don't put them in. If you want a bit of heat, add a few. If you don't bother. It's not a problem. And again, probably thinner the better. But if you like it, if you like your chilies, and a lot of people do now, just cut it as chunky as you want. I quite like them, so I cut them fairly chunky. I like that bite when you bite in them. Onion. How do you what do you do with onion? I bought these onions, they're pathetic, they're very small. I've actually seen people trying to peel them like this. You don't do that. You've got a root, which is the bit that's been in ground, and then you've got your head, this top here. So you're going to slice it like that. So you're going to cut through the root. So you end up with two halves. So you end up with something like that. So that's your root down there, and that's your top bit. Now these bits here peel away. So you can peel your skin off. So just peel it off, move that bit, until you get to the white bit. And there you go, peels back lovely. Sometimes you get a little, like a membrane underneath, just scrape that off. Then you cut off, not the root, keep the root, cut off this little top bit. Cut that off. You can then chop your onion. And the way you chop it is you cut little slit, just like zoom, zoom, zoom. So you cut like that along the lines. The onions actually have lines, so I usually put about 4 or 5 cuts in it, but you don't cut through the root because that holds the onion together and allows you then to dice it. So you've cut it like that, you see? Then you turn it that way around, just through, is it 90 degrees? 45 degrees? I don't know, whatever. You turn it, quarter turn. And then chunks. Just cut through. Stop when your fingers start bleeding. That's what I do. And then it just becomes chunky onion. Piece of piss. Absolute piece of piss. At this point I am going to turn my frying pan on for about the only bit of cooking we do. But it takes, I've got one of these old style electric hobs. They're not the best to cook them. But once you're used to it, you can manage. If you've got gas, you don't need to turn it on as quick. That needs to warm up for me. So, because obviously gas is pretty instant. I'll just cut the rest of my onion. The chunks. If I was chunky as a monkey, I'd be funky. Da, 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 da. Do not, once you've been cutting chilies, put your hands in your eyes or your mouth. Just go and give your hands a quick wash now you've done that. Trust me, you don't want to make that mistake. Because it fucking stings. Fuck me, it stings. Right. I'm also at this point just going to stick my kettle, which has got a load of... oh, it's nearly full of water. Stick your kettle on to boil. Right, sure. There we go, just show what we've got. Basically, chopped veggies. So that's his veggies chopped. So you've got garlic, peppers, onions, and chilli. So we haven't done much cooking yet, have we, Chucks? No, we've just chopped stuff up. Pan on. You need some oil in. You can use whatever you want oil-wise. I use rapeseed oil because it's a high burning point, so you can get it hotter. But if you want to use olive oil, or you want to use sunflower oil, whatever, vegetable oil, it's absolutely fine. Mince comes in packets usually, or it comes from butchers. It comes in great big block, great big block like. Because we're making a lot of chilli here. Making a lot of chilli. So, get it out of your pack. Comes in that, like that. Put it in frying pan. Now, I'm going to try now to put my phone under there so you can see what I'm doing with this. And then I'll move it back. It's fucking technical, this, chickens. It's fucking technical. One sec. It's stuck on here with Velcro. Fucking genius, man. Honestly, I'm a genius. I fucking don't know why I don't do this for a living. Oh, look at that! Fucking hell. Right, you need to break your mince up. And this is how you do it. All you want to do here is brown it. We're not trying to get fucking clever. So all we're trying to do is brown as mince. Now, if you want to add a bit more flavour into your mince at this point, you can do. But you can just brown it off like this. One of the things that you can get really like minced beef, minced steak, sorry. That's too lean. You want something with a bit of fatty, because the fat's gonna, while it's cooking, the fat renders down and actually adds to the taste. So you want something like 12% fat. You can buy 5%, but I'd get something with 12% fat in it or something like that. I put some black pepper in at this point. I like black pepper. You will learn this as I cook for you, darlings. I love a bit of fucking black pepper. So if you don't like black pepper, don't put any in. And don't put any salt in at all, because the stock pots that we're going to use are quite salty. So you put a bit of black pepper in. Let me live among. This is the same way as well you would prep mince for something like if you were doing lasagna or you're doing spaghetti, bolognese, or you know, any sort of mince dish, mince and onions to put in a pie. This is it, chicks. So this is what you're aiming for, something like this. And just keep mushing it around. Buy yourself a wooden spoon. Wooden spoons are the best things ever. Get a wooden spoon. I'm also, because I'm like that, I've got some Liam Herrings. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in as well. Worcestershire sauce. Not in the recipe card, and it's totally optional. But it tastes nice. And again, it just gives a bit more flavour to your meat. And we all know everybody likes meat with a bit of flavour, don't we, chickens, don't we? Right, I'm going to move this over here again now. Because I think we're going to get steamed up there. Let's hope. Yeah, we're alright. So there we go. So the meat is browning, lovely. Just keep that going and just let it brown off. It doesn't need to cook. It needs to break down so it looks like mince, basically, and that's it. Now we're going to get technical. We're going to have to cook. This is hard bit. Slow cooker. We'll have an inner liner like that. Here's the cooking. Stick everything in there, just like that. Not technical, not clever. Just stick it in. It doesn't need to be in a certain order. I don't like that. Not silly. Oh, mate. Now, you can drain some of this fat off if you want, but I'm not doing that because I want it to go into, because you get a little bit of fat in it, but I want it to go into my dish. Tin of chopped tomatoes. Fill your lid back. Dunk that in there. Don't throw your tin away, because I'm going to show you a brilliant tip here, because people never know how much fluid to put in stuff. Well, I've worked it out. Tin of chopped tomatoes in there. 1 tin of red kidney beans, if you like them. If you don't, put another bean. You can put baked beans in. You can put what the fuck you want in. Butter beans, cannellini beans or whatever. I always drain these. I don't know why, I just do. So I'm going to go and drain them because I don't like all that watery stuff that they come in. So just give us a sec. So drain beans, draining my beans. That'll do. Put your lid in the bin. And have you noticed, by the way, tidy up as you go along. I know it's fucking daft, but it does half save a lot of fucking hassle at the end of it. Just tidy up as you go along. And people say, oh, cooking, I can't do cooking, it's messy. It's really messy. Oh, fucking mess. No need. Get up there. Jasper just went, fuck off. Yeah, he's a like, oh, we're doing food. Your stock pot. Get your stock pot thing. I'm using rich beef stock pots. Put it in your tin. It's clever, this. And then hold it. I'll get my kettle. Hold your tin as such. Pour the hot water in. Up to just about the bottom of your fingers. So you can still hold tin. Clever, is it? Fucking clever, isn't it? Oh, I'll tell you what. Should get fucking paid for this, mate. And then give it a little stir. Give it a little stir. So give it that stir. Tomato paste. Get some tomato paste. It is important. It does thicken it up a bit. And to open your tomato paste, they've got a little pink on the end of the lid. Little prick like that. That's it. And you just push it through. Piece of paste. You want a quarter of a tube. It looks a lot, it's not. It just looks it. And once it's open, stick it in the fridge. Oh, I've got some bacon in there. Oh, I might put some bacon in as well. That's not traditional either, is it? Stir that up. Stir, stir, stir. Tip your stock in there. Make sure it's all gone in. You might have a little bit of a lump in stock pot at the bottom. Just tip it in. That way. Tell you what, kids, we're nearly done. Now, dried crushed chilies. Not that many, but you know, about 10p sized. In flat of your hand. Chuck them in. Mixed herbs. Expertly measured. You don't need to worry about it, just stick some in. And hot chili powder. Again, depending on how hot you like your chili, I put, again, about the same amount of that as I had of the, crushed chilies, maybe a little bit more. Whack them in. Give this a stir up. Just a little stir to start with. Then your mince, which is just brown now, it's just brown, we haven't done what else to it. I'll whack that in. You now get a chance to see how much volume you've got. Look, your pan's not even dirty. Well, it is, it's dirty. You're going to have to, wash it. And then thoroughly mix your mince and your other ingredients together. I got quiet then, didn't I? And that's about it really, kids. You then put that in your slow cooker. Let me get this. Yeah, that's about it. So all you do now is, I'll turn you that way. No, well, put that. You got it? Have we got it? In your slow cooker. Put it on medium for around about 4 hours or 5 hours on medium, 4 hours on high. And that's it. We'll come back to it.